And let's get on with it. The 2018 East Coast Surfing Hall of Fame class. And let me make note here, because many times it's been brought up that it's so heavily weighted on Florida people. And tonight, look up here, there's only 2 from Florida. Just 2. All right? So we move on. Oh, I'm sorry, 3, because he's not here. I forgot about him. Our first inductee is Bill Johnson. And the photos over on each side. Bill Johnson had a stellar amateur and pro competition career. 3 times ESA champion, 84, 85, and 86. Uh-oh, wait. We have a late entry. Sit down. Park it.
No, sit down.
No, I'm going to bring you up.
I'm Bill Johnson. He's standing in.
Holy tomatoes. We got star power up here. So Bill was a 3-time ESA champion. He was also #1 seed on the junior men's and men's division world championship U.S. team. He was the 1986 U.S. champion. And we're going to hear that through these other inductions. The terms U.S. champion, ESA champions, it resounds through these nominees, or I should say inductees. So after a short stint of pro surfing, Bill decided shaping was important to him. He wanted to shape boards that he was comfortable with, and he started working with Rusty Priesendorfer, one of the greatest shapers ever on the East Coast, and certainly one of the gentlemen. If you've ever met Rusty in this industry, he is such a great guy. And to give Bill this opportunity was awesome for both of them. In 2001, he was the designer and shaper for Floridian CJ Hobgood, his successful world championship campaign. So the boards that were ridden by CJ when he won the world title, Bill Johnson was responsible for that equipment. Since then, Bill has gone on his own, becoming one of the most respected shapers in California, creating top-notch equipment for many of today's demanding WCT and WQS performers, like with the likes of Ben Bourgeois, Dean Morrison, Taj Burrow, Alex and Koa Smith, Jamie O'Brien, Gavin Gillette, Malia Manuel, Claire Bevilacqua, Serena Brooke, Dylan Graves, Brian Toth, CJ, and Damian Hobgood. And without further ado, I'd like to bring, accepting for Bill Johnson in his absence, Mr. Damian Hobgood.
Yeah, well, I mean, I hit Bill today. I was just like, Bill, where you at? I'm so stoked to see you. And he was like, oh, by the way, I couldn't make it. Do you think you'd accept an award? And I was like, dang, I'm not going to get to see Bill. But Bill, thank you for allowing me to be up here. We love you. Bill's just been such a blessing to the whole East Coast, but like what was just said, you know, my brother was able to win a world title on on Bill's boards. I mean, I remember when he first started shaping in Rockledge, I think it was, in this shed, and we went there, and he started shaping us some boards, and we loved them, and at the time we were riding for Rusty, and we're like, hey, Bill, why don't you come meet Rusty? Like, I'm sure he needs some help. And, you know, they were able to have a relationship, and we were able to still get boards from him, and yeah, I just wanted to say, Bill, thank you for having me up here. Bill, you've been a blessing to the whole East Coast, and especially to CJ and I's lives, and we just thank you for all you've done, and you're the man. You.
Damo. The trophy is over here.
Bill, how do we get this trophy to you, Bill? Can you text me? Bill, text me how you want this trophy. Okay.
Al, it's an honor to share the stage with Damian Hobgood, one of the greatest representatives of East Coast surfing on the world stage. Awesome to have him here. Bill, I know you're out there looking. Thank you so much for your contribution to East Coast surfing. So we move on.